YouTube, hello, hi, Masquerada has returned. You know what? I'll give the game this. I'm not as scared here as opposed to Outlast. The game is less scary than Outlast. Although I do hate the combat. Oh dear. If I recall, the guy we're supposed to be looking for, I have to remember everyone's name. The big dude, the waterbender's brother, is dead, which is a shame. You hate to see that. And we've been paid for our services, although I'm not entirely sure money has any purpose in this game. I haven't needed it yet, as far as I know. We got $20,000, which is pretty great. 20 big ones. And then we've been told, well, now that you've been paid, we're not responsible or condone or knowledgeable or associated with anything you choose to do going forward. Wink, wink. And he's like, got it. And now he's, operating on his own. Being less scary than Outlast is not a high bar to beat. It's true. It's almost like that game is designed to be scary. What were they thinking? Yo, fam, what up?
That is a wise move. Knowing the dark trajectory of this investigation, it would be wise to divorce the registry from it.
Just seems a little bit cold leaving you out in the dirt like that.
Well,
I think it's excellent. Now it all depends on how the marshal's going to spin it, eh?
I will tell Fabio that you have been dismissed from the case.
I thought she said
He will
Fabio, the
likely
hair
still
model.
request
And I was
that
like,
watch
what?
him, seeing how close we are to learning what the artifacts actually did. But at least you will no longer associate this with the registry.
Ah, how wonderful it is to have such an honest spy among us now.
Better an honest spy than a deceitful friend. Now, I take my leave. The Judge Master should hear this from me in person.
I will point out an honest spy is sort of
I wonder what'll happen when
counterintuitive.
she finds out that we've been keeping things from her.
I think she
I don't know
knows.
about the artifacts.
You're kind of a dumbass at this. She's not a
How
dumbass,
does-
rather.
Cicero? Are you all right?
Sorry, miles away. Was thinking about Gunsmoke. Great show.
Help!
Who's that?
Someone in trouble. What are they doing here?
Ah. Well then.
Ah, this'll be fun.
As far as... That's on me, my mouse is at the bottom of the screen. As far as making the game good and saving it, Jeppo, this game's hardly bad. Robbie Damon's character, Vasco here, definitely brought some much needed... what's the word? Brevity, some wit, some lighthearted fun to the characters who are all very serious up until this point, which is always appreciated. But the world and the characters are interesting. The combat I absolutely can't stand, but, I have it on easy, so it doesn't bother me that much. And, I mean, the actual story itself is okay, so, eh. But the game is hardly in need of saving. Middle of Psychonauts, but Sifu got added to PlayStation Plus. Should beat Psychonauts to start Sifu. You probably want to beat Psychonauts. It's not that long of a game. And from what I understand, Sifu's, a bit of a grind. Anyway, squirrels, get them! Where would this game be without squirrels? I tell you where it'd be. Discount bin at Best Buy. For $3 whole.
The Valencio needs help. Tristan.
That is absolutely Liam O'Brien. I'm gonna assume I go the way he came. Just as a wild assumption. Yeah, Psychonauts is good. I recommend just finishing that. Also, I guess it depends how far you are into Psychonauts. If you are only on basic braining, I guess you can, stop for now.
There is something beyond this wall, and it is not going to hold much longer.
Milkman's great. I love that level.
Tristan!
Do not let them pass.
I'm ready.
I assume that's Vasco. That's Tristan, the guy. Sure, okay. You just finished Enter the Milkman? Yeah, Enter the Milkman's hilarious. The disguises you need for all the Steve Blums and trench coats. Fantastic. I love it. I will say it's Mechanically, it's a weird level. You have to fight that nightmare thing a couple times. But the humor in that level is unmatched. But yeah, you're almost at the end. You have 4 levels left, I think. You have the opera, the board game, the running of the bull. I guess the tower climb is kind of a level. And then the last level. So yeah, you got 4, maybe 4.5 levels left. So, I'd say just power through it. Anyway, squirrels! Oh, he is hobbling away. Poor Tristan. We did it, buddy. Is Glorious Theater good? No, Glorious Theater is my least favorite level. It is... Some of the writing is good in it, but just mechanically, it's awful. You have to keep changing background plays, and it's very fiddly. The mechanics are very... Alright, I guess I have to walk over here and do this now. Okay, I've done the one thing I needed. Time to walk back to where I was and do this now. Changing the sets is monotonous and bad. I don't like it.
What happened?
The other 2 are great.
Faye, a few of my men and I were walking through the hallways when they attacked. I don't know where they came from.
There are more of them beyond.
Yes. Allow me to recover, and I will summon the portieri.
We don't have the time. Rest well.
I don't know what the portieri is. Could you summon them without needing that? Can I search the codex? That would help. It's been like 6 days. I don't remember. A lot of these games' terms are in Italian. I don't know Italian, so
Missed again.
I don't know what the fuck a portieri is.
Here we go.
I know squirrels. Feel weird about milk now as I normally have. But the milk is delicious. What do you mean? Get back here, you son of a bitch. There is, as usual, there is some fun. There's some humor to be found in the bard at the back running away from the party as they chase them down. That remains comical.
Lucia's office.
No surprise the mists are thickest here.
They can also be Molotovs. Only if you're in the mind of a clearly deranged mailman. Oh, it's the guy from the beginning of the game who was bullying me and being a shit. I think he has spikes in his legs. Like, ugh. That's not good. Subgroup of the Order Cicero's a member of. I see. Pavlov.
Palov.
Or Palov, excuse me. Yeah,
We have to get him out of here.
they fucking staked his legs to a chair.
Bolted to the ground. We must remove the stakes.
Ugh. Couldn't you get an axe and, like, cut the legs off the chair?
We're going to get you out of here, but we need to remove these stakes. Do you understand?
No, Cicero, no.
Yeah, don't do that. What is wrong with you? Oh. Well, I mean, that's on you, Cicero. He gave you plenty of warning. And again, the less painful option would be get an axe and cut the legs off the chair. He's clearly bolted to the chair and the chair's bolted to the ground. What are we doing? Like muscle to fight. Oh, that would be very useful to summon. He should definitely get on that while he hobbles away. Tell you a joke. God damn, we've started unpacking the boxes. I say started. My wife and I, very bad about unpacking the boxes of our place. And I still can't find my goddamn joke book. I swear on me, Mom, it's probably in this bin right here, somewhere. But I can't find it. So, a joke, Penguin. Fuck me. I'm definitely not Googling funny jokes. Why would you think that? All I can think of is a man walks into a bar, ouch, which is not, that's not good enough. That's not what we're here for. Funny joke. Shit, load fat, god damn it, it's like someone's streaming or something, my internet's slow. What did the worker at the rubber band factory say when he was fired? Ah, snap. Jokes. I gotta find that fucking joke book, I swear. Or turn that off. One or the other. Those are my options. Turn that dumb thing off. Why are all the assassins voiced by Steve Blum? Because it was funny. He has a great sort of deep voice, and the idea was that all the cloaked G-men were the same dude. Delivering ridiculous dialogue.
How is he?
Lost a lot of blood, but he'll make it.
Like when he's a construction worker, he goes, "That woman has large
We'll
breasts."
meet again soon, Cicero.
God?
Cicero, you alright?
Fine. I'd like to take a look around. Find out how this happened.
Of course. I'll leave you to it.
Hat in Time? God bless you. Penguin will not rest until I play Hat in Time, and I'm here for it.
What was all this about?
Summoning Fae with his
I'm
blood.
a janitor and I like the sewers.
She had agents within these walls. Must have done
I am a housewife. I'm unsatisfied in my marriage.
Why? What did she hope to achieve?
Keep searching.
Yeah, the G-men were great. One of the funniest parts of that game. I also liked all of Lungfishopolis.
Sunken star.
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Did you find?
I mean, the Sunken Star is meaningless to me. I don't know what that is. The name of a bar? A ship?
Well, I don't think there's anything left for us here. We should go.
To the Hall of Songs?
Oh, Calvin. I'll go. The both of you can head back to the Estiguary. I'll meet you there.
Cicero, did something happen in the prison?
What?
You seem, I don't know, a little...
What is that?
I just need some rest.
Oh, okay, I see what it is.
It's getting late.
Weird to look at. Alright, well, yeah, Calden's his name. His brother's dead! Oh.
There you are.
Kyrie, right.
Cicero, you need to see this.
Why was there a city inside the
We'll
lungfish's
leave
mind?
after this. Come on.
Because that's what his brain, or her brain, was like. Aren't you paying attention to the game? Why is it a fucking dance party in Mila's mind?
By the blood. What is this?
You were right, Cicero. Your theory that the Fae were made of the mist was correct, but I've spent the past few days distilling it.
Now, why'd you do that?
Look at how bestial it is. There is no sense of order about it whatsoever.
Okay.
Now, look at this.
Cuts her other hand.
It's inquisitive.
And I spilt no blood.
How?
You were right about the mists. They are the building blocks of the Fae. Places with a higher density of the mist have more Fae, but what you mistook was the trigger.
Not blood, clearly.
Yeah.
It's... oh, how do I put this? Emotion is a close approximate.
Ah, so we need to
I
get
don't think
horny
language
around them.
has an equivalent. It's, a state of mind. It's an experience. It's a...
Shy.
Yes, exactly.
What's that?
Hey, listen.
Shy. It was something that Dementicate would train to manipulate as they matured.
Maybe pick a word that doesn't sound very close to shite.
It roughly translates to different mediums of thought, of being. It's difficult to explain. You're saying that various Shythe create various Fae.
Yes, pain is easy to replicate, and the Fae that produces seems base. But this one...
What are
Ah.
you thinking of?
The first day that I was a Vegelus, walking into the Conoscenza, seeing all the knowledge that was at my fingertips.
Horny-based Fae.
Different
Hey,
states,
something for everyone, Arg.
feelings, thoughts. Create different Fae?
If there is enough mist in the vicinity, yes. I haven't boiled it down to a science yet, but it's definitely on the way there.
Huh.
Well, this is more than enough.
Interesting.
Of course.
Does that help us, or was that just sort of a novelty? I mean, it's interesting, I'll grant them that, but it's not... I don't see how that fixes the Civil War issue. Maybe the dirges aren't that great after all. Me looking at Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs.
2 stops. The first, the Estiguary. We'll be dropping Armadea and Vasco off there. Then we'll head to the Hall of Songs.
All right, sir.
Could be both. Fair enough.
And that, brother, is the history of the Terreld family, from the start to their gory demise. Brother? Are you asleep?
Well,
Hey!
7th Canticle, Coins and Kin.
Oh, brother.
Don't be too harsh.
the
on
partner
them,
showcase is okay. Anything interesting?
Tiring few days.
I know, I know.
I should be back soon with the Mariner.
We'll be here.
I might be able to see on, like, True Achievements, if they had anything. Just my normal go-to video game news and my gamer score tracking thing. Answer DLC. Yeah, that I heard about, and it's coming to, if you have Game Pass Ultimate, it's coming to that. Fallout TV show looks incredibly faithful. Sea of Thieves cheaters will feel Microsoft's wrath. All reveals and announcements. There we go. There's the list. Glance over that during cutscenes or something. Oh, Sinking City 2. Final Fantasy 14 on Xbox. Oh. This is okay, but normally I don't care for the music. But, like, this is okay. But, like, the menu music where it's just chanting, I hate that garbage. Tales of Kenzara. Chucky has arrived for Roblox. What? I remember Roblox when I was in middle school, and it was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like Legos, and it's evolved into something so unrecognizable in this day and age. It's insane to me.
I apologize.
Sinking
Did I
City?
interrupt something?
I mean, I'd want to play the first one before I play the sequel, but yeah, I'd play that.
I will be in good company with the Inspectore.
That's the Lovecraftian horror one, right?
Have a seat, please. I can hear an ache in your voice.
Were you in the middle of a composition?
I was,
Frostpunk
in
2.
fact, for the 8th Canticle.
So soon? The Canticle hasn't even been declared over.
I know, but this is the last year of this Canticle's 15th Masura. If anything is to happen in the coming months, that should spell the end of
Which
the
one's
Canticle.
Vanquish? It rings
I'd
a
like
bell.
to at least be prepared. Composing a song that chronicles 60 years' worth of events is not something that one does in an evening.
Not unless they're really skipping some
There's
points.
something on your mind, isn't there? I can hear the ripples of unease in your words.
It's just... How do you do it, Mirabaz?
Well, first, you have to look at all the major
It's a
events.
skill issue,
I mean,
Cicero, you
carrying such a
punk bitch.
responsibility. A whole society rides
Except for
upon
the
this
Platinum
hall.
Maiden. Oh,
Your
that one.
hall.
Yeah, I'd play that.
How do you handle something like that?
Sleight of hand.
When I lost my eyes, some 28 years ago,
Jesus.
do you know what I missed the most during the years after?
Probably your eyes.
The faces of the dozens of handsome men that threw themselves at your feet?
Oh no, Cicero. There were only 7 that did that.
Hell yeah, girl.
No. I missed seeing smiles. Of all the years that I've been a songstress, those were the hardest.
But you pulled through them.
I drifted, more accurately. In a situation like that, can someone truly ever know what direction to head in? I thought about it, day and night, about how I could make myself feel the way I did before. How I could find that passion that I had lost along with my sight.
And you found your answer?
Drugs.
No.
Oh.
My answer found me.
Drugs?
I'd say. It came from a small boy who had been ambushed by thugs outside this very hall and had been screaming for help.
Probably not drugs.
And you rushed out, blind as you were, masquerading
I did
on
stream
your
Papers,
face.
Please already. Although Papers, Please is
And
fun.
you
I could always
sang.
go back to that one for like a one-off.
And sing I did.
Just play endless
with
mode
all
for a while.
the strength in
Although,
my
story's more
bones.
fun.
The flames that roared that
Oberdane
night.
also played it.
I still remember the look on their faces.
Got all the achievements in
I
it, too.
scooped the little boy up.
Was super
and
drunk
brought
by
him
the
into
end.
this
Don't really
hall.
remember it.
On our way in, he whispered a little something in my ear. Do you remember what he said?
Thank you. And you're very pretty.
Oh, it's me! She's talking about me!
So he did. So he did. And that was the first time that I realized that you don't need to see the smile. You can just as easily hear it.
I mean, yeah. Did you
Mary
not know
Beth.
that? I guess
Nice to
radio's
hear
not
that
a
story
thing. It's
again.
pretty obvious if you listen to
But
the
that
radio
was
when
not
somebody's
the
smiling.
answer that you were looking for, was it?
I sure did.
In all honesty,
Sonic and the Black Knight? Oh,
I don't
God.
even know what I'm looking for.
The Wii exclusive, I think?
But that's enough sullenness.
I'd
I'm here for a mariner. Calden. I think
rather
you just
not,
had a
but
song
it doesn't
song.
break any of my rules.
He did, in
But no,
fact.
I'm also
was a
willing to
tough
redo
Lazarus.
Papers, Please, just because it's fun.
Attractive.
Less so Oberdin, because
He
it's
was
more
such a
involved.
sweet man. He'd been visiting the hall quite frequently over the past few months.
There's also so many Papers, Please-like games that you could just
Whatever
ask for
for.
those instead.
The
Like,
Zoric culture across the sea.
not
believes that a
tonight,
person can
I
sense
think.
when their time is
Which
up.
is like you're working as a
They
bouncer in a
tend to
bar.
try to tie up as many loose ends in the world
Do
as they
colors
can.
instead. That would be better.
He had me help him put a song into a chime, specifically for his brother, telling me to hand it to him in case this happened. It's like he knew.
And the mariner is somewhere on the tree.
Yes, at his Legacies branch.
Well,
Then that's where I'll be.
makes
Thank you
sense.
for the story again, Mirabas.
Get to go see his family tree, which could, again, potentially be ruined if his secret got out, which is a bit fucked, but hey, there it is.
Vint,
Sir,
how's he holding up?
you should talk to him. I think he'd like that.
For Halloween, can I suggest Luigi's Mansion? Oh, God. Did they ever put that on something that wasn't GameCube? Did that get, like, a Switch port or something? Or would I be stuck on the GameCube for that? 3DS? Of course, even better. Did they get put on a console that makes sense and, like, people actually want to play it on? Or is it just on that one? Those two. I never understood porting GameCube or N64 games to the DS. I thought that was the stupidest idea in the world. Because clearly people want to play these games in the big screens on the powerful new consoles that you're releasing and not a shitty handheld that doesn't have camera control. Or if it does, it barely functions. Do Luigi's Mansion 3. That I'd be willing to do. That's the song. Dead aim. I actually have a game I want to play for Halloween already.
He composed this himself. He came by and asked Mirabas to help him put it into this chime. Did he know?
Your brother was no fool.
Then why? Why chase a storm in rough seas?
Because he felt that he had to.
He never told anyone this, but he harbored a religion. A Sharmu, an Elysian religion. He liked to believe that there was an afterlife, a promised land that we'd go to after we passed.
I heard it in the last verse of the song.
I want so badly to believe that he's right.
A ray of light in a sea of shadows. A source of hope in a mire of despair. I think he would have liked to be remembered that way.
If my brother felt that he needed to do this, to find these artifacts, then we must. must.
And so we will.
Well, I'm glad we all agree on that. What games get nominated for an Oscar this year?
And as I guessed, the Judge Master has no wishes to act. Not yet.
Well, he'll have to keep waiting, won't he? We don't have any leads.
What about the golden canvas?
The Portieri have searched it already. Nothing.
And my brother's work? Is there anything we can follow up on?
Nothing that hasn't already been checked out.
Boy, we are just flush
Still
with
don't
leads,
know
huh?
why he was creating Fae, but unfortunately, I don't know if we'll ever find out now.
It's true. Razutov's death has staunched the flow of the investigation. All the answers in his mind, now lost.
But that can't be it. There has to be more to this.
Just a day ago, you had a gaze that could turn your victims to stone.
Well, some lessons can be learnt in a day.
It's late. We should get some rest.
What about our next step?
We'll convene tomorrow morning. Hopefully we'll have more ideas then.
They have a gaming category? Since when? As far as the game I want to play for Halloween, it's called Alyssa. It looks like a Resident Evil 1 inspired clock tower-like survival horror game that's also takes inspiration from Alice in Wonderland. Since last year. Well, good for them, I guess, but, you know. I don't give a shit about the Oscars for the same reason I don't give a shit about the Game Awards. I just think it's a self-congratulatory industry patting themselves in the back that's incredibly skewed and flawed in how awards are fundamentally given out.
You understand what you've picked yourself against? Not just yourself, but those who travel with you.
Why am I getting judged by God? Alright, what did I ever do to you? Can I pet the cat yet? Have they updated this game that has been out for like 6 years and hasn't been updated recently? Damn them! See, this is why the game didn't sell well. No cat petting. Or dog petting, for that matter. Let me pet animals, you sham of a game.
I'm sorry.
Apologizing to the door? What are we doing? I'm guessing this is meant to be like our mom, since, you know, our brother died and family is kind of a theme in this game. Or am I just ditching their asses? I'm running away, aren't I? I don't know who's talking to me. It might actually be my mom, but I'm totally abandoning these dudes. I'm like, fucking see you later.
There. We're going out for a short ride, all right?
Oh.
Nothing to make a fuss over.
Maybe I'm just collecting my thoughts.
Who's there?
Huh.
You heard that, didn't you?
Yeah, you saw that, right?
I'm not crazy. No, let's go. All right. Where have you been hiding?
All right, so clearly, I guess I'm not running away. I don't know what that is. Quite the view. Oh, the sunken star. Oh, right, I found that notebook. I guess that's the sunken star? There's a barn, I guess? Why didn't I tell them about this? Is it... Yeah, it's a farmhouse. Is it my old homestead? Is that what's going on here?
You are here for a reason, Cicero.
The heck?
Is it insanity for the gull to veer from the storm front?
This is, the rebel leader, I think? I think. Huh. Well, that's...
Plans for you.
Yeah, it's definitely
As
her.
well lay a carpet out while you're at it.
This is the bit where I get to see if, a raw masquerade. This might be the bit where I get to decide whose side I'm on. Do I crush the rebels, or do I support the authoritarian that's been established? That's the same thing. Do I crush the authoritarian or crush the rebels? Ahem.
Here we go.
Here we go. Who built this under a barn?
Oh, great. Here they come.
Yeah, but I have squirrels. Can we side with the rebels? That would be wild, given we've been murdering them this whole time.
All right, not too bad.
Oh, great.
All right, bad, but manageable. As long as... Oh, come on.
This is a supposed to lose fight, right? Oh, wait, they're on my side. That's interesting. I'll take it. We might be able to side with the rebels. I'm gonna look at both sides and decide which one's more evil. Because evil playthroughs are more fun. First sinking city. Alright, there we go. Consider it added to the wheel. Except in Infamous. Well, no, it's still fun, because I get to just, you know, drop-kick people off of bridges and shit. Which is pretty great. Now, I will say the evil route is usually more poorly written, which is not so fun, but it is more fun being a jerk, and none of it's real, so it doesn't matter.
Are you following me?
Yeah, you with me?
Ah, the quiet types, I see. Well, I look forward to some deep conversation then. Come on, let's go.
Draws rather heavily from Lovecraftian. Yeah, I was pretty sure of that going into it. Like, that's kind of its whole selling point. It's Lovecraftian. What?
You happen to know the way across?
Unless you've got a mean throwing arm. Oh.
You the unpredictable one.
Actually did know a way across. Ain't that some shit?
Here they come.
Squirrels! Get 'em! Okay. This all seems rather excessive for me. I gotta be honest with you. Whatever fate or destiny has planned for me. It's not that way, I guess. Like, is it worth all this? Not that way either, although something's that way, eventually. Haha! Oh. Well, fellas, you guys got a map, or? I was gonna say, don't tell me I have to fight them again. It's just their corpses. I see we're making this a whole thing, huh? I'm gonna assume that took a wall down somewhere. Ah, fiddled sticks. Oh, I've been stunned. How fun. That's why stun rhymes with fun. Squirrels. Sing City is more on the scarier side of things. Yeah, but from what I understand, it's also got a fair share of combat, which I like in my horror games. I think horror shines when it can allow you to have combat and still be scary. Oh. That might not be the right way to go, then. Maybe now I can go this way. Bad pun. As opposed to all those good puns I normally have. I'm assuming if there's combat, I'm going the right way. Squirrels! I also assume squirrels are superior. Much of an RPG without combat? Well, no, it would be a horror game, wouldn't it? Look at Outlast. No combat, but a horror game. Sir Nuttykins and the Nutellas. Exactly. Kaida, you missed Penguin boosting Hat in Time again, because we love Penguin around here, and Arg requesting the Sinking City, the Lovecraftian horror RPG from a few years back at this point. Sinking City also getting announced for a sequel, which is why Arg recommending it. You heard the Sinking City request? Oh, I didn't know if you were at your computer yet. Would you call Randy Savage joining the Star Wars? The Macho Mandalorian? I would be all about that. I would actually watch that show at that point. If Randy Savage came on and said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that baby Yoda." He was a bounty hunter. I don't care that his name's Grogu. He looks like a baby Yoda to me. He's gonna wish he grew himself some feet to run away from the Macho Mandalorian. The fun part would be he'd have to do that while wearing the mask, because they can never take off their helmet. So it would just be Randy Savage. Everyone can tell, hear the voice, but he's got the helmet on. That would be excellent. Do they have that in Mandalorian? A character who's stuck in that stupid helmet, but they're so much fun and insane and, like, larger than life. That would be so good. Disco Elysium, for the most part, doesn't have combat? No, it really doesn't. It's still an RPG. Certainly is. Sinking City blends horror and RPG. True. Disco Elysium is also, like, in many aspects, the exception rather than the rule to a lot of games. Technically, the game is about solving a murder. But as an exception rather than the rule, you're not really there to solve a murder. It is so much more than that. Would call a Nickelodeon wrestling show iColly. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. iColly. Oh, we got through the maze, it looks like. It's the exception, not an example. Yeah. Punjabi playboy. Meanwhile, in the antechamber. Hello.
Lucia.
Met your friends.
What are you? Lucia!
Is that a weird jellyfish monster?
We've got this.
Great, we have to fight it. And it's a chimera. Super cool of you, Lucia. This better be you testing me. Or I'm going to be mighty cross with you. Unban Nathan. Nathan, great news. You're unbanned. At last, I know. Ah, you son of a bitch.
You better have an explanation for this.
Cool achievement name, by the way. I don't think stream caught that because of how I capture this. The achievement for beating the Chimera was Edward. So thanks for reminding me of that. It's always a nice day when that's forced back into my memory. What'd you call of Gene of John Cena and The Rock?
This is it then? Well, I suppose it was nice knowing you two.
Huh. They're waving. See you later, boys. The C Nation. Not bad. I was gonna go with the Doctor of Rockonomics.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It's alright.
You just tried to kill me.
No. I knew you'd survive. I just wanted to show you how powerful they were. And now you've seen.
I mean,
I promise.
I knew that already.
Just you and me.
I hope you've prepared your answers.
In Ombric, we'd call it Barati. They were once one of the Dementicate's many weapons. These were carriers of Masquerades.
I see.
Built to use them to fight.
I was gonna say I didn't ask, but I guess that is something I would have
They use
asked.
Masquerades without fear of salting. They might not use the Medea very well, but untamed fire will still burn.
They were effective?
The Dementicate Empire spanned the entire continent. Altamir, Evamus, Lystra, everything.
Forming the Dactytes, getting the artifacts, fishing up ancient weapons. Why?
What this city needs is a proper leader.
What are you planning?
Seymour's crown is too volatile to juggle, and too large to overthrow. There is only one other avenue.
You want to topple the registry?
Yes. Once the crown sees the power we wield, believe me, they will submit. And if they don't...
Are you listening to yourself? The streets will run with blood if you...
A necessary price.
For what?
Another cataclysm. Another
Art?
is coming, Cicero. The lady has foreseen it. And the city will not survive it unless it stands united.
Surely they can unite under Cataclysm.
She led me to this.
It's a mask. I've got one too.
This is the heart. One piece to creating Masquerades.
Oh.
She is Fae.
Fae. They are mindless.
They used to be Dementicati.
Impossible.
I mean, you've just
Don't
seen
tell
them.
me you don't see it.
Yeah.
When Masquerades are destroyed, what is left behind?
Mists.
Yes. Masquerades, Dementicati, Fae. All things of this land. All with secrets from the past.
This is madness.
This is Sparta!
Listen to me, Cicero.
Enough!
Remember, you came here of your own accord. Think what it would mean to try to stop me with the powers I have on my side. Powers you can scarcely even begin to understand. What it would mean for your friends.
You would not hurt them?
Not if I didn't need to. And you know them. You can keep them out of harm's way. Or you can drag them into the deep with you.
Isn't this like just the Fable 3 problem?
Where do we begin?
Like,
the first thing you must do
we're all gonna die unless we stand united, but
the knowledge
for
that
some
you
reason
have
people aren't
in
telling each other that.
action of the truth. This will teach you everything you need to know
Yeah, it
about
is.
the ancient people. Then you will truly understand. Until then, however,
As stupid a plot point as that was in Fable 3, I really do want another Fable. I like that series. You bastards!
What's going on?
Following me?
They followed you. They tried to...
Why is everyone following? God damn. Oh, this... Well, this is awkward.
Do not let the traitor leave.
Defend me!
Well, yeah. Select my party. But whose side will I be on, is the question. OG Yakuza 1 with the dub. Oh, God, that is a... that is a game of all time. Doesn't do dubs and streamed Yakuza 1. Yeah, no, the, I mean, Yakuza with the dub on PS2 is a very different beast from Kiwami, to the point that it might honestly be worth a stream, just because the game's a big ol' fucking meme. And, I mean, there's no other choice on PS2. You play the dub or you don't play it. Weirdly, 2 didn't have a dub. That one was sub-only. Also, different enough from Kiwami 2 that it's worth playing, even if you played Kiwami 2, from what I understand. Mark Hamill is Majima. It's true. He apparently doesn't remember doing that role, but he is Majima. They offered him the role when they started dubbing Yakuza again, but he turned it down. And now we have Matt Mercer. Speaking of Matt Mercer, this game. Select my party. I do like Vasco. He's good support. That being said, given who we're about to fight, I might take the big man with his water powers and Earth Girl.
Here they come.
So... we're fighting the robots. Got it. Okay. Portieri are on our side. Alright, so this shouldn't be too big of a problem then. I was wondering who we're about to throw hands with here. Game bearable. Again, I think the game is fine.
Sir, the creatures are too strong.
Robbie Damon definitely improved the game.
What? Are you deaf, Valencia? Sir, we have men. We cannot let the traitor live.
But it was fine prior to
still
that.
There. I don't care. Now do it. Yes, sir.
Victory at any cost, huh, old man? I don't... Who am I fighting now? Up here? No. I don't understand why I'm up play.
You're bringing the place down!
We need to get out of here!
Ah, I see.
Get up, everyone! What are you? I said get on!
Alright, follow Robbie Damon.
What are you doing? There's only one way out of this, and it is up. You cannot lift us all up. I can try. It has been tried, Bosco, hundreds of times, and everyone who has tried has salted. Thankfully, this is my first attempt.
Oh, well then.
I will not abandon you. Not this time. What? Now, be a dear and keep the falling rocks away from me.
I mean, I got wind magic too. You want me to help or... Nope, okay, cool. Play the flute, Robbie!
Jump!
I'll definitely finish it tomorrow. That's good. If not today, you mean. Depends how much I
Bosco,
keep yammering,
can you
I
hear
guess.
me? He's salting. He needs help.
The Asticuary. Elena has some herbs that might help.
Shouldn't we take the mask off him, or...
How is he?
His body has stabilized.
Oh, good.
And everything else?
He isn't awake yet. I had to give him a mixture of Redsworth and Avondale to stop the seizures.
How long?
The next few minutes.
He's not dying, just salting. Doesn't that kill you?
Very long.
How did you know?
Elena heard you taking one of the horses. She told us, and we followed you to the Sunken Star.
Wow.
I wanted to go in after you, but Vasco said you needed space.
And the Portieri?
We weren't the only ones who were chasing your tail. Not long after we arrived at the Sunken Star, we saw Portieri approach. That's when we decided to go in after you.
How did they know?
Vasco suspects that Avestis sent someone to follow you too. He probably suspected that you were hiding something. And you were.
Well...
I told you this investigation might bring us to darker places.
So?
I failed before. The War of Bearings, Lysandra, Razatov, all failures, all because I'm not good enough.
You think you're responsible for us?
I'm in charge of this investigation. Where I go, so do you.
Because I want to. And I'm sure I speak on behalf of at least 2 of the others when I say that.
At least 2 of the others. Well, one of them's in a
You
coma,
say
so...
that you feel responsible for us. Then think about us. How do you think we feel when you run off with your secrets like that?
Calden, you don't know what we're going up against.
And still, I choose to stay. To follow you. Now you think about what that means.
Yeah, Cicero, ya bitch. Think about it.
Bosco.
Well, we left him alone? Surely someone should be watching this guy.
Bosco, listen to me. Bosco! Can you hear me?
It seems like salting's the equivalent of having a stroke. Like, it
If you
can
understand
kill
me,
you, but it's not necessarily fatal. I have skill points,
Good.
so thank you.
Now calm down. Everything will be all right.
I know I picked 1 up, but... Riveting dialogue, Bosco.
What is it? You can't speak.
Why?
Bosco, stop.
Why? Cicero.
Bosco, please.
I don't know.
No!
Maybe if you fucking rest and calm down, it'll come back?
Why?
You salted.
Salt dead.
In the ruins. To get us out.
I remember.
That's a side effect of salting. Yeah.
You.
I know. I know.
What's worse, that or the pig Latin curse from Okage?
Go.
It's going to be very annoying if the character that was the most fun to listen to now has to speak disjointedly and in incomplete sentences and in a limited capacity. Real capital C choice by the game on that one. Dealer's preference. To be fair, the pig Latin was reversed. You got a pink shadow for your trouble, though. Let's see. Can I, like, scroll? How come my scroll wheel doesn't work with this? That's a jip. Oh, this needs to be upgraded. What does this do? Non-air elemental tags activated. Target will be forced to attack this. That sounds terrible. Sure. Recovery. 15 meters is great. I don't have enough. Okay. Definitely more skill points to spend. Calm down, Token. 4. Let's see. Reduce by 3. Ooh, that's good, actually. Conjures 1 more. Skill 2 down. Increased by 5 seconds. Awful. Upgrade that shit. Also 4. Elemental tag. Fire tag. 10% of max health and gains protection from interrupt, root, silence, and stun effects. 5 mass charges per second for 5 seconds. That's pretty good. Or tag. Increase damage by 50 regardless of target's position. Ooh. Increase damage by 50 regardless of her remaining focus. Go with regardless of position. We're on easy, so the focus shouldn't be too difficult to get. That's the tags. After 2 seconds, a weaker blast is dropped at the same location as the first. Allies in the blast gain 25 damage reduction for 3 seconds. We're on easy. Damage reduction doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. What damage? What damage needs reduction?
Inspectore.
That's me? I'm taking these books back to the library. They're overdue. Also, Vasco says hi.
Where are you going?
Leaving without talking to them. The thing that got us into this mess.
What are you doing?
Oh. I see now.
Cicero, what is...
My
Didn't-
arm, please.
Will you please explain yourself?
Thank you.
Inspectore, what are you...
Quiet, please.
Yeah, okay, you're making Fae.
What is he doing?
Shaith. He's creating a Fae.
To what end? And why did he create the one with blood?
Amadea, tell it we mean no harm.
My Dementica isn't that...
Try.
Shaith Iguan Tufisgar?
Sen Athafwil, Tuglok?
What's it saying?
The words that it's using are more archaic than what I've studied.
Come on, Amadea, you've got more than that.
Rish?
Sen Athafwil, Tuglok.
I don't know.
Try harder. Surely there
What do you
must be
mean,
something-
try harder? This is a memory thing.
Do you call?
Oh, do you understand?
Understand it.
Ask it if it knows about the artifacts.
Willafis, Treror.
Oh, you can speak that fine.
There.
Vel.
What's it doing?
Lost.
Bosco, we need to find the artifacts.
Ikara, Treror.
Treror. Is.
Does it know where they are?
Ishas?
Legdom Dwil. Legdom Ifas.
Do we pick the right team? We didn't get a choice.
Migo. Let me see.
It needs to get its bearings again.
We need its word that it will not abandon us.
It's a Fae, Inspectore. You can't trust it.
Yes, we can. Its word.
Havar Gershen. Tuartish.
Domwil
It was really a capital C choice.
Let it go.
Probably a couple other capitals in that word.
Let it go.
To have the character who is the most fun to listen to and having the most fun doing his roles reduced to speaking a language you can't understand and speaking in sentence fragments.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm really hoping that gets corrected, because that's some fucking wild-ass decision-making on the game maker's part.
But he is strong. He will piece himself together, somehow.
And he is also right. It's getting very late.
It's like, you remember how in Far Cry 3, Voss was the most interesting part of the game, and then he was gone for the last half?
I'll answer them tomorrow.
And it was a really stupid decision, and the game wasn't as good or memorable.
We should call it a night.
It's a bit like that.
Cal.
A smaller scale, but... How dare they? Exactly.
I know better than to prize her.
They nailed it with Pagan Min. That guy's in the whole game. And he's the... honestly... best villain in that game. The other two are pretty evil.
Vint, you can spend the night.
Pagan Min's alright, comparatively. We need more Robbie. Sure, he's a dictator, but you know... At least he doesn't have child soldiers, or like... child brides. Say what you want about Pagan Min, but, you know, he's better than the other two. But then that was the twist, wasn't it? The moral choice of the game. I'll just pick up this cabbage. Wait a minute, this is a letter! I've been lied to. Well, I didn't read it, did I? Now I know what it says, but the player doesn't.
You don't know why she wants to see you.
The head matron doesn't summon her people to the Hall of Songs unless it has to do with their legacies.
Could be about your brother.
It's the journal, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, could be
Calm
that.
down, Cal.
How? I am this close to losing everything.
What are you talking about?
Better than Bryce.
I don't...
As an insane leader, yeah.
Orlana has had one goal since Jaxus died. To find out how and why.
And this journal has the details.
And more.
Yeah, actually. You didn't mention how he died.
To tell the world about us. To use the Sail Heart as evidence that we do leave legacies behind. That we deserve our space on the Singing Tree.
Yeah, okay.
He was tired of hiding. Of living a lie, of being safe. He asked me if I would stand with him in this. In fear, I told him that he spoke words of idiocy. That he was being selfish.
Yeah, that's probably not what he wanted to hear, buddy.
He drank until he could not see reason. I found his body in the back alleys of a tavern the morning after. Tavern owner said he picked the wrong fight.
Well then.
I'm so sorry. When was this?
It's only been a year.
Oof.
But it feels so much longer.
Not a great way to go.
I wrote in it every day for half a year. About the incident. About what I would have done different. About how much I miss him.
Great news, Calden.
You could claim ignorance. Say that she wrote the entries to frame you.
It won't work.
Why?
I mean, it's his handwriting.
Jaxus gave me this. It's an embellished Dimenticate glyph for the sunset.
I can see that.
The sunset?
So what?
As a symbol of the meeting of two entities that were worlds apart, sun and sea, and how beautiful they were together. In the journal, I wrote about how he gave me this tattoo and what it means. The matron will see through the lie if I tell her the journal was fabricated. She will know. And
well,
I will lose everything.
Great news. Unless his sister is a complete bitch, she probably didn't sell you out because you meant so much to her brother. I mean, it's not unreasonable to think that's the case, right? She didn't seem like a total bitch when I met her.
He told me what happened with Jaxus.
That's good.
In just the span of over a year, he's lost two of the most important people in his life. Now his legacy is in jeopardy as well.
Not a great spot to be in.
Sir, but damn it, he doesn't deserve this. He's already got enough on his plate with the world looking at people like him the way they do. It's not fair.
Wait, why do they look at him like that?
You worry him.
Skin color, we established, isn't an important thing in this game.
What are you
and
gonna
there's
do,
plenty of Water Tribe people.
Stand up for him is what I mean.
No one really knows he's
You're not gonna let him
gay.
go through that, are you?
Stand up for... Do you know what that means?
It means that you'll be there for him.
It means that I'll be defying the Hall of Songs. This is the way people like him have been treated for ages.
That doesn't
So
make
you
it
believe that it's
right.
right the way
Yeah.
they treat him?
Of course not.
Then you'll stand up for him.
Yeah, I mean...
It's not that simple.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I'm with her
I'm
on that
just
one.
one man.
So what?
Would you rather have Zero or
One man,
anyone?
100.
Yeah.
You believe in something, you fight for it. Simple. And you believe in Cal, don't you?
You don't know what you're saying.
I'm too young, so I don't matter. Is that it?
No, Vin, please.
I hope you enjoyed your drink, sir.
I'm already an outcast people hate. Fucking stand with the guy. What have I got to lose? Oh, my legacy. Fuck it. Who cares? Make your own damn story. His love preference, I assume? Yeah, well, that's a secret. People look at him, but it's a secret, so they wouldn't be looking at him for that, right? Yeah, great talk. Culture shuns people like that, and if word gets out, it can be bad. Yeah, but she said people already look at him weird, but if they don't know that secret, why are they looking at him weird was my question. It's because he runs an orphanage? Be a weird reason to look at someone weird.
Herald, this will hurt.
Just get it over with.
Ugh. Hope the arm's going back in.
Is that the last of them?
Yes, Herald. Though, if I might say, the next time you want to heal yourself so rapidly, it would be wise to set the bones right first.
I was under dozens of feet of stone.
I see.
That tends to complicate healing.
You're right. I apologize. It was quick thinking. Quite likely saved your life.
Dismissed.
For the lady.
Well, good to know the bones are in the right spot.
You said he would listen.
He almost
And he
did.
did.
Oh, here's the lady.
Then why is he not here with me?
Well, did you...
It is part of the plan.
Ah, well then.
The Barati are all gone.
They did not fall into the grander scheme of things.
Well, that's a shame.
How could they not? You have told me what we need to do. Unite the city, repair the broken Medea. How does the Barati not accomplish that?
You would not understand.
Boy, it sucks to hear that, doesn't it?
Then help me too. Help me understand why you brought me to such power, only to strip me of it.
The next piece is in their hands, and they needed help before they acted.
In their hands.
The gears are turning. The rivers are flowing. In time, you will see, my child. But till then...
I always hate the trope of like, so what's the plan? You wouldn't understand. Fucking tell me. If I don't understand, we deal with it from there, but at least let me know you have a plan. More so than just, you wouldn't understand. Even if I don't understand the plan, as long as I know you have a plan, that's at least a little comforting. By God, the lady's a reincarnation of Dutch. Oh, for God's sakes. I have a plan. He's gonna rob a train now. It's all the money we'll need. One last job. Might suggest Hi-Fi Rush eventually. Fantastic game. Phenomenal game. Would love to play that on stream. She was angry and might have worded slightly wrong, but she might have meant a more general sense, not a specific case. Fair enough. If she mentions money, we're right. It's true.
Time for reading?
I didn't want to wake the others. You?
Just, thinking. So, you did buy it in the end.
It's a good book.
Oh, right.
I'm reading about how our people
From the
in
market.
Second Canticle still feared the Masquerines.
I suppose you would be interested in that, wouldn't you?
What do you mean?
It's testament to how knowledge can change the world. The moment you understand the power of something, how it works, what it can do, the way you use it, the way it shapes the world, changes.
And here I was thinking that you hated history.
Oh, I do. Just, not the lessons you could get from it.
Fair.
I thought you hated history. I do!
What?
Fuck your book!
Have I got something
Hucks
on
it in
my
the
face?
fire.
No, it's just,
The
the others were right.
It's the romance subplot.
Quite different.
If I might be honest,
I'd like nothing else.
I just don't think they
when
have
I realized
chemistry.
that you weren't with us in the Golden Canvas, I was scared.
For God's sakes.
The last time I felt that way was when I woke up in the Whispering Streets. After
Another
what
trope,
happened in
yeah.
the White Spire.
When you could have helped Invidious.
Yes. It's the fear of losing something that matters.
It's using the word
And I
canticle
dealt with
properly.
it 5 years ago. By thinking that it would be better never to have anything to lose.
Let's see what the
than
definition
risk
is.
losing it all.
Canticle
Completely wrong.
definition.
No. But Lysandra. For 5 years, I had the opportunity to be a part of something that was important to me. I denied myself of it. And now, I know how much more painful that is. I don't want to do it again.
Still, though, you've changed pretty quickly.
I think it works, Arg. I'll explain after this cutscene.
I know how much effort it takes to be mean.
It's effortless, I assure you.
You going to stay out?
I'd like to read a little more, yes.
All right. Good night, then.
You finished your thinking?
I think so. But yes, I have. One gaming romance had good chemistry. The Prince of Persia and Farah from both Two Thrones and Sands of Time. More importantly, according to this, a canticle is a song or chant, especially a non-metrical hymn, with words taken from biblical text other than from the Book of Psalms. The Song of Songs, a song, especially a little song or hymn, Yada yada yada, you get the idea. So, given how everything in this lore is entrenched in songs and legacy is sung in songs, referring to something in the canticle, I think what they're saying is this part of history is part of this song. The canticle being a large song that covers an era of history. The first canticle would range from like 40 BC to 40 AD or some shit like that. The second canticle would be 41 AD to 100 AD, etc., etc. I think that's what they're going for when they say canticle so much. It's Queen music? Yes, exactly. Freddie Mercury's out here.
Calden?
Please, stay out of this.
Damn, Calden.
What is this?
He looking good.
What are you
Oh,
talking about?
he fucking mutilated his arm.
Oiled cloth.
Ugh. Bro.
Calden, what are you doing?
I've thought about it. Zelia cannot know. I will not let her take the Sail Heart from me, or Raz's legacy. She cannot know the truth.
Calden, do not be foolish. Talk to me, please.
I'm sorry, Cicero.
I think he's gonna
Calden, stop!
burn his skin, is what I imagine. He's trying to remove the tattoo, mutilate it. I don't fully understand what he's doing here. Clearly he's trying to fuck up the tattoo. Yeah, see?
Give it back to me.
Put down the flame.
Yeah, okay.
I will do it with or without the Masquerade. How much of my arm will be left after is up to you.
Damn it, Calden, don't do this!
What else am I supposed to do? Allow them to take everything I have from me?
I mean, you have us.
Burning your tattoo away is going to solve nothing.
It will invalidate the journal. I will mend my flesh, clean out Jax's room, and there will be nothing they can use against me.
You will lose everything you have of him, Calden!
I lose either way! At least this will protect the children and my brother's legacy. Razatov, Jaxus, they both would have wanted this.
I don't think they would have.
You know that's not true. This needs to stop, Calden. Don't let
My basically husband and my brother would want me to mutilate myself so I could deny my love for my husband. Pretty sure that's what we call stinking thinking. Well, now look what you've done. That was conveniently placed.
Cicero, you damn fool.
Let me see it. Good.
Oh.
Good.
He destroyed the sun.
Let's take you. What were you thinking?
You don't deserve to do this to yourself. No one does.
What about the Sail Heart, the children, Razatov's chime? Let them take my song, I don't care. But my brother, he should not pay for my wrongs.
There is no wrong to even speak of. If they want to take the Sail Heart and your brother's legacy, let them try. Between you and me, I think we can take them on. Vince said a sticky little thing last night.
It's the same night.
You believe in something. You fight for it. You raised her well, Calden.
I didn't do it alone.
You won't have to let them know. We'll go to the Hall of Songs first, settle this issue with
Chainsaw.
Zelia and
It's
Orlando,
true.
and then we'll come back.
Then it is your turn to tell us everything, yes?
And then Robot Arm in Army of Darkness.
Leaving already?
Not this time, boys.
We're all friends
The two of
now.
You should be resting. The Fae hasn't come back yet.
And let Calden deal with this by himself.
What?
Please, Mariner. You were screaming last night. You really thought no one else
You stupid idiot. Of course we heard you.
Surprise.
And Vasco?
Yes?
Oh, can you talk normally now?
His metal is impressive.
Well, what's going on?
He woke me up before dawn, asked for my help.
To what?
To
speak.
And we're getting there.
Not perfect. Mind muddled. Languages floating. But better.
Vasco, I'm...
No. Now is the mariner's time.
Well, he's better, I suppose.
I support you.
Still miss him before the salting.
Besides, your personal life is your own, as long as it doesn't get in the way of the investigation.
I do appreciate
the investigation is waiting for the return
the
of our
convenience
friend.
of this society doesn't care for and shuns gay people. These 5, though, I guess 4, obviously the guy who is gay, these 4 extremely open-minded and totally cool with it.
The others can stay back.
That's awfully
in case our
convenient.
fare returns.
Idea for Rogue City where we save Sting. Why not? There's no reason why not. That's a great idea for DLC. I know they added New Game Plus. I don't know if they'll actually add DLC for that game. It is their fastest selling game. Nikon, I
I'd
think.
like to thank you, Marshal, for being so accepting of the Mariner.
It isn't so much a feat as you describe it.
I beg to differ. Supporting Italios isn't quite the most orthodox action.
The Lucca aren't known for standing up for what is orthodox, Inspectore. We're known to stand up for what's right.
Another verse from the Bright Chorus?
No. My father, this time.
You have a four horsemen boss fight.
I only wish more people listen to them these days.
That would be
We should be getting ready, Inspector.
a little odd because, you know, we use a gun and they're professional wrestlers.
Quite eventful these days have been. First our poor friend Salts, and now we learn that another is Talios. You've always been a magnet for the dramatic, you know.
You don't have to tell me twice. Do thank Lavia for me, if you get the chance.
Hello, Yuri.
It's sweet of her, taking care of Vasco like that.
What can I say? Your friends are our friends, Cicero.
Even the Mariner?
I was from Rune, Cicero. Our customs are rather different over there. Besides, if there's one thing living in this city does to people, it's open minds.
His birthday was March 5th.
Don't survive long in a world of fire and ice with such narrow vision.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
This is a bit like in Breath of the Wild when Link needs to dress up as a woman to sneak into the Gerudo village, and then, like, by the end of that entire subplot, the majority of the Gerudo know he's a boy in the village, but they're totally cool with it. And it's like, do I even need to dress up at this point? You can't, like, give me a fucking pass or something? Maybe change a law here or there?
It was nice, what you did for Calden.
He's gone through enough. It would be awful to make things any harder for him.
March 5th is the final day of P3.
Something else
Is
on
Yuri
your
in
mind?
P3?
You sound a little distracted.
Well, I do, actually. That Fae that you
Oh, he is.
created last night. How?
Did you not see all the examples?
Explained it all to us.
Yeah.
No, I meant the Scythe.
Oh, I see.
What were you thinking of? What did you use?
It's not the shortest story. Are you certain you want to hear it?
I'm sure we can spare a little time.
Oh, he's
When I
Nyx.
was younger, I had been Contadani. I had always thought the Portieri guards that patrolled the spire had the ripest purses. I haunted the streets around it like a specter. Me and my fruit knife.
You? A cut purse?
I did not learn all my skills from the registry, no. One day, I got caught.
As you do.
Portieri dragged me by my heels up the grand stairs. When we came to the top, I had my breath taken from me. Sprawled out before me was the city that I had hated for cursing me and my family with poverty. But at that moment, from that vantage point, it suddenly seemed beautiful. The guards turned to me and asked me what I was doing. I turned to them and said, I want to be a Portieri.
What did they do then?
Clubbed me over the back of my head.
No, they didn't.
I woke up in a cell, told my story to the Valencio at the time, and the rest is a story of history.
And you used that?
That moment at the top of the stairs, looking out at the city. I was remembering the wonderment, the drive to make it better, the awe at its beauty, the curiosity at its secrets. and then that Fae materialized.
I see. Thank you for sharing.
Come on, let's get ready.
I mean, they're clearly setting those two up to be romantically involved, but it's just... Haven't they known each other like a week at most? I don't know, I just don't think it would move quite that quickly, given she was, you know, a grumpy Gus the entire time prior to this.
1.
1.
Again. 1.
1.
2.
2.
3.
3.
Again. 3.
The veil!
It's all right. Let's try that again, from the beginning. 1.
Well, if we ever need to count to 2, he's our man. That's a training grounds, right? The plot is like, yeah, plot's over here. He can Scott. He can teach him numbers, no problem.
The whole of songs, please.
There we go. Yeah, of course he's coming with. I think she would probably be best. This guy can barely speak. She has a lot of authority being a spy, and you're kind of like a weird hermit that lives in the mountains in the eyes of authority here, so I'm not really sure they're going to give a shit what you have to say. You are cool, though. I like her. Alright, then. Alright, so again, unless you're... Who's this guy? This dude looks extremely important with all his fucking feathers and shit going on. God, this is why I wish I could talk to people in this game. There's NPCs that actually look interesting, and I want to know if the game's, like, hinting at them or what. Whatever. Once again, though, as long as your basically sister-in-law isn't a complete bitch, we'll be fine.
If things do not go well inside...
I will not abandon you.
It's not that. I need you to know how grateful I am for everything that you've already done.
We'll be fine, Calden.
Bitch, we're having a conversation. Unbelievable.
And this is his brother's?
Yes, Head Matron. I spoke with Mirabas after Calden had visited the hall some days ago. She told me that his brother had intended this for him.
He rarely spoke of this brother of his.
Of course. His family likely was too ashamed to call him their blood.
Ah.
Their chimes would be in jeopardy.
She really do be that, huh?
As they are in your hands.
Ah, Calden. It's a pleasure to see you.
Likewise, Head Matron.
And Inspectore Gavar, it's been a while.
Head Matron?
Now, Mariner, you are aware of the reason you have been called here?
I have my suspicions.
Your sleeve, then, if you will.
Matron, if I might have a...
Your sleeve, Calden.
Pulls up the wrong arm deliberately. That's still there.
There, Matron.
I thought he burned it away.
What is true? Exactly.
He has tattoos!
I spoke of this earlier. That tattoo is proof that...
That what? Answer me precisely.
Yeah. Yeah, say it.
What do you mean?
Calden has a tattoo. And I do not see anything unusual about art.
Clearly
or
didn't.
Skin.
Yeah.
But
What you
that
saying?
tattoo is evidence that he deserves to be punished.
How so?
For what?
I like Zelia.
He is Talios.
And is that my business, or is it his?
You are defending him.
Wow, we really...
As a matron should?
Are we sure society frowns on this sort of thing?
This is against the laws of society.
Society governs those laws, songstress. And as the leader of a large part of that society, I choose to stand by this man.
Doesn't really seem like this is an issue.
No.
Olana! Calden! 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 Calden
Zelia.
I will call for Mira Boss.
Thank you.
Well, this has turned into a situation. But yeah, so far everyone except this woman seems to be totally cool with it.
Orlana, please.
Stay back.
It's a tattoo.
Please,
It's a
Orlana,
tattoo he
take
got
the
from
giant
his
down.
husband, which is the
Do
problem,
not tell me
quote
what
unquote.
to do, beast. You corrupted my brother.
Listen to me, please.
How did you defile his mind?
I
As
did
you
not.
can see.
Liar! You must have fed him something, given him some poison to turn him into a beast like you.
I did no such thing.
He was my brother, and you took him away from me. I loved him.
As did I.
I mean,
You speak of poisons and defilement and treachery. The truth is far simpler. I loved him.
clearly you would have read that in the
You
diary.
took him away from me. You took away my
don't-
brother and replaced him with
Don't think he did.
something else.
Don't think that's how that
That's
works.
not true. He was always the same romantic, sentimental man that you grew up with. This doesn't change that. If there is a reason to be angry at me, it is because I was a coward. It was because of my fear of being honest about who I was, about what we were, that stopped me from giving him the support that he needed. When he needed it the most, I shouldn't have abandoned him. But I did. And I am sorry.
Sorry isn't going to bring my brother back.
I mean, yeah. We should probably go do something about that, shouldn't we?
Something is wrong.
What the hell is...
Orlana! Calden, the chime!
Help me, Cicero!
What? Are we...
Cicero!
There appears to be a naked elephant man on a chair in the middle of the room. Are
She
we...
was hit hard.
Is no one gonna address that?
She will require extensive healing. Her pulse is barely there. I must take her down now, or she will not survive.
Go, Zelia. We'll handle this.
What happened? She got smacked by a weird,
Something is wrong.
half-naked,
It is never this
purple
aggressive.
elephant man.
What happened?
Orlana tried to feed it the chime, but it attacked her.
Attacked her? Ages. It's out of control. And the chime?
It took it.
Then it's feeding off the song. We need to kill it. We cannot afford to let it remain like this.
What about the chime?
If we are quick enough, the song might survive. Sisters, prepare yourselves. I hope you're ready, Cicero.
As I'll ever be.
I don't fully understand what we're doing. Like, what is this thing that we're fighting?
Now, Cicero!
I mean, obviously I'm gonna throw squirrels at it. Mangiator. Mangiator. Yeah, it's just like a giant purple Cthulhu monster with titties out and sitting on a tree. Like, what? I don't understand what this is. You assume it's a sort of fae? I mean, I guess, but the fae up till now have been like origami things, right? Whatever, I'm throwing squirrels at it, and that's what counts. Did they not know this was in the room before they entered it? No, I think this is the thing that, like... They keep talking about how you're meant to, if you've been shamed, you erase your song or, like, destroy it. I think that thing is meant to destroy your song. And now it's broken anyway, so whoop-de-shit. That was easy. I'm playing on easy. because I don't like the combat. Well, that bites. Usually use paper to make Fae,
Cicero.
but I've also fought a few organic ones like the tree.
Fae,
Oh yeah, I guess I did.
Aegis knows what happened to it.
I've always wondered why you songstresses wanted to keep people out.
That isn't the reason.
Really?
For
It
all
should
the
be.
Centuries, the singing tree has been here. It's never acted like this. Oh,
What are you thinking?
something is happening. Something that we cannot see. That is on a level beyond us. It frightens me to wonder what it might be.
Indeed.
But it is settled, at least for now. As for other matters...
He's a good man, Mirabas. Saved Orlana when he could have saved the song.
And now that song is gone forever.
You will consider my request, though?
Society will not change, even if I do this, Cicero.
I mean...
I'm not asking for it to.
Might.
But please, even you can tell that he is deserving of better.
Perhaps I am being blinded by tradition, but I suppose I can do this. As a favor to him for saving the life of my songstress, even if she might not have been quite so generous.
Thank you, Mirabas.
I will tend to it now. I'll be back shortly.
I wonder what he requested.
How are you feeling?
The head matron has decided to leave the sail heart in my care. There's great consolation in that.
Calden, will you face me, please? Why?
What do you mean, why?
Tell me, Calden. Please.
It's not worth a life.
Oh, why he saved you.
Jaxus taught me that.
I see.
When I went to the Sail Heart, there were children there. Did they call Jaxus their father?
They do.
Could I meet them?
Of course.
That would be nice. I think
I'm getting
I'll see you around.
strong vibes. A lot of this could have been avoided if these two just sat down and had an honest conversation. Now, admittedly, she was quite bigoted for a minute there.
Take your heart, take my hand. I will lead you through storm and fire. The blood may thin, the bow may break.
But it's possible she would have been more accepting if you had broken the news to her gently rather than having to break into your house and steal your journal to find out. Just the thought. I prefer karaoke. Dame Dane.
Take your hand. I await you in promised land.
You broke into someone's house? No, the woman did. The redheaded woman.
All right, big man.
Who is the sister of Calden's dead, basically, husband. He wasn't ready to come out and couldn't explain the situation without that admittance. True, I'm not saying there is any fault or that, you know, he screwed up in any way or shape or form. I'm saying that if they had sat down and had an honest conversation, this whole thing possibly could have been avoided. On the one hand, I agree, you know, he doesn't have to come out unless he's ready. On the other hand, that is the woman's brother, and I think she does have a right to know what happened to him. A complicated issue, one that, I don't know, sounds like an honest discussion might be able to get through. Just off the top of my head. And again, probably preferable to breaking into his house and stealing his book, and then finding out that way. I'm sure he would have preferred to tell her himself, rather than the journal.
It is found.
I think they found something.
Is your face all right? You haven't stopped smiling since we left the hall.
It's just... all my life I've lived in fear, and now... you've changed my life, Cicero.
Oh, come now. I didn't do...
You showed me that even in a city of secrets and shadows,
Dutch found
the
something.
truth has a place in our hearts
Yeah.
and is worth fighting for. I know the city isn't going to change because of what we've done, and the Hall of Songs probably isn't going to sail to different winds overnight. But you've made a difference, Cicero. In my life, at least. Know that.
I think I might have needed this ordeal as much as you.
It might make things worse. I mean,
let's see if our Fae friends...
we had to kill a weird beast at the top of a tower, and the original song is destroyed. I don't know how sitting down for an honest talk would have been much worse than that. I guess he could have been exiled and lost the orphanage, but that seems extreme, especially since now, in the aftermath, she does appear to be more accepting. But I suppose at the end of the day, we will never know, and it's all fiction anyway. We're going to Tahiti. Ah, Dutch, you silly. If this game suddenly went to Tahiti, that would be very odd, but very funny.
Tower. It's not sharp with spires. It's more of a tall dome.
What's going on?
Keep going. Salting. I can't believe I hadn't seen this earlier.
You've lost me.
It was the key to understanding Dementicla. Adaran Vamus, the first man who salted and retained a portion of his mind, could, during his lucid moments, read, write, and speak Dementicla, just like Vasco.
Uh-huh.
It was the cornerstone upon which all research into the language was based.
And it never occurred to you the two are connected?
I'm saying it's a bridge. Salting connects the two souls, the two minds.
Yeah, no, duh.
Whatever you want to call them. And it happens when we use the Masquerine's powers too strongly.
Sure.
Too deeply into another soul.
So they're connected?
Yes!
Exactly. And now, all the stories of the past are at our fingertips. Imagine all that we could learn now that we understand this connection.
Right. So what's the poor bloodling done to deserve this?
Vasco's claimed that he's had a few memories that seem to have been left over by the Dementicate, who'd been his Masquerine.
Exposition.
He thinks he can see what their city might have looked like. We're trying to replicate it.
Remember, bulbous.
Okay.
I think I've got it.
Came in at a weird time.
And that's it?
Let me see. What does it look like? I don't quite know what to make of it.
It's just dick butt.
Vasco.
I
Huge,
can make out a long tower over
prominent
there,
dick butt.
Amadea, that's not a tower. That's a man, with his trousers down. That's his...
Vasco!
Hell yeah.
Will you please take this seriously?
I only see vague images. Nalior, not enough for anything substantial.
I suppose it was worth a try. Rotten swine, you.
That was pretty
Well,
funny.
Now that everything's settled down, I think we've kept our questions in the shadows for long enough.
About the sunken star. Right. You'd best sit down.
Vasco's a bit of a troll, certainly.
First we learned that Masquerine's a Dementicate, and now you're telling me that they're Fae as well.
It makes sense. The increase in the mists in the recent years corresponds with the destruction of the hundreds of Masquerines in the War of Bearings.
This is incredulous, Inspectore. The Fae have been around since time immemorial, and no one has managed to learn where they've come from.
Until now. Think about it, Marshal. Masquerines and Fae. Two things that have existed before the city was even built. Is it really so surprising that they're related?
No, not at all. In fact, someone probably should have thought of that.
If I could get out of there alive, I'm certain she made it through as well. But, yes. She's being led by a Fae they call the Lady. Being Dementicate, she has knowledge of the world that we haven't even glimpsed.
You said she's trying to stop another cataclysm from occurring.
She mentioned something about uniting the city, bringing the artifacts together. She handed me some scrolls about Dementicate history to read, but I haven't had the time.
Well, now we do.
It's called Dutch.
It's not a long record. It explains the downfall of their civilization. In summary, the single event that served as the pivot for the success of their empire was a civil war.
Sounds familiar.
What was this war about?
The artifacts. For a long time, they were used by the Dementicate to push the boundaries of their empire.
Which supports what we found at the Conoscenza.
But it couldn't last forever.
Not with the way the artifacts worked.
Calden!
Well, I mean, he's right.
Inspectore.
I'm sorry, Marshal. The artifacts were what were responsible for turning the souls of the Dementicate into Masquerades. They created the Dementicate's power.
And everyone knows this?
I mean, yeah.
Marshal,
pretty much.
I wanted to tell you.
Carry on.
Tiziana.
Stop wasting my time. How did the Dementicate fall?
They tripped. Ah!
When the artifacts were received by the Dementicate,
Classic.
they initially sacrificed their prisoners to create the Masquerades. When their empire expanded, they began to turn to ordinary men and women instead.
Oh.
As you can imagine, that did not end well.
Yeah, you don't say.
Uprisings?
Exactly.
I would hope so.
Their empire was cleaved in two. Those who wanted to continue using the artifacts, and those that demanded that they be kept away, saying that it cost them too much.
Well, the artifacts are nowhere to be found, so I assume the latter faction won?
Correct. And that is when their empire began to crumble. Without the powers of the artifacts, they couldn't stand against the chaos of the world.
Group A wanted to use human souls to make themselves stronger. Group B, the humans with the souls, didn't like that.
Scrolls don't mention what the cataclysm is, then why
Tale
does
as old as
Lucifer believe
time.
Another is in store for us?
I don't know. But what I do know is that she believes that she needs to unite the city, and she intends to do that by overthrowing the registry.
It does sound like history is just repeating itself at this
Just on
point.
time.
Kadek?
Sam Bel Ia.
Harish?
Sam Bel Ia.
The Assemblia.
It wants us to go to the Altis.
The Misted Isles.
Ah, of course.
Don't understand what any of that means.
don't follow.
Yeah, thank you.
The Misted Isles, a set of monuments left behind by the Dementicate. The Altis built the Assemblia around it to keep people out. Vasco, what's on these monuments that it wants us to see? Can't it just tell us what's on it?
Avar?
Don Sivnia. Santa. Atavar.
No. They're guarded, and he doesn't remember precisely. But he promises they're important.
It's all right. At least now we have a lead.
Tiziana should go with you. The relationship between the Altis and the Luca is the strongest of all between the Semora. It might help ease our way in.
Well...
Do I smell hesitation?
Sorry, that was me.
Fine.
Better get ready then.
Had tacos for lunch. Sneak up on you like that.
Oh, you're looking much better.
Time heals. I'll be all right, eventually. I have something to show you.
Wait.
That's that flute
That's
that we keep seeing.
Javs?
It has been a while.
I cannot believe this. All these years.
You're hurt. I'm sorry, but I couldn't jeopardize my new life.
I feel like I should know who
Life with the Laboris?
Javs
It
is.
seemed the best way to find out who it was that killed my parents.
And it's paid off. You've discovered who it was then?
Benak. Not just yet. But that is a mission for another time. A time when the whole of Umber is not at stake.
Why didn't you tell me?
I tried.
The whistles.
And the golden canvas.
And the sunken star. That's why you did it. Why you were willing to salt.
Yes. I couldn't leave you. Not again.
Aegis. Where do we go from here?
First things first. Continue to address me as Vasco, please. It's stuck.
I understand.
And secondly, I do not see why this has to change anything. I am still in your company. We still search for the tools to save all of Umber. We keep going. That's what we do.
All right. Let's find these artifacts then.
Let's find these artifacts.
Yeah, so should I know who that is? Javs? I'm gonna pop up in the codex here. Vasco, yeah. Maybe if I had read this, I'd know who he is. I had mourned him a long time. My mind had made. Clearly thought he was dead. Remembers the boy I'd grown up with. Time shaped him and changed him in the sense of the child I remember is dead. There's much closure that needs to be sought with this man, but for now I do believe enough has been said. Is Javs in here or others? Now you say, bloodless, Mitru, Sable, Vent. Well, no, I have no idea who Javs is. Seems like a childhood friend I thought died.
Aegis. It makes so much sense.
Talking to yourself again?
Just thinking about the behavior of the Fae. The way they respond to the old world, like the Kurgan and the Cleaver.
This.
So careful not to touch the relics.
This is weird that no one made this connection before.
And the way they shied away from the statue of their god. I always thought they exhibited such strange behaviors because of some inherent power in the relics or something. But they must remember.
Man,
that the items were part
here's
of
an
the world.
ancient form of life that we've never been able to know the origins of.
Thousands of years ago.
And also these really cool magical tools that we can use that have existed before time and we have no idea where they come from. I bet they aren't related at all.
A sliver of humanity in each. That's what the Scythe are. Fragments of humanity used as a seed for the Fae to be born out of. It might be merely a fragment, true, but still. I shouldn't let this get too much in the way. We have work that needs to be done.
And then there's the guy that got salted, and who, when he was lucid, could speak perfect ancient human language. And they didn't think this was in any way related. That'd be like, oh man, Steve, the only person to survive being kicked in the head by a horse, could suddenly speak ancient Egyptian. We didn't think they were at all related until it happened a second time. What?
Cicero, about earlier.
I suppose she had to find out eventually.
My mind has just been so overwhelmed. Keeping secrets seemed like the least of our concerns, especially now with tides.
What's bothering you?
Lucia. She's being led by a demented Kate who's been around longer than all our legacies combined. It just worries me what we're standing up against.
We've come this far, haven't we?
I suppose we have. All right. Chins up, then.
Fair enough.
Marshal.
Inspectore.
Marshal!
You know why I did what I did.
I do. It's because you don't trust me.
I trust you perfectly fine. Your guild, on the other hand.
After all this time, you still don't see it.
I'm sorry?
I am my guild, Inspectore. With hindsight, I suppose I should have made that clearer. Might have spared us both some inconvenience.
Well, she's a bit bitter that I didn't tell her about the origin of these things. Women, you hide world-changing secrets from them and they're a bit cross about it. Ugh. Sorry, it's International Women's Month. I take that comment back.
Hasn't anyone told you
I'll make it again in April.
So,
are we really traveling with that thing?
What, the cart?
It needs to follow us, so yes.
Oh,
Does it,
the Fae.
understand us?
Got it.
Perhaps. It certainly isn't stupid.
Right. Well, anyway, where are we going today, sir?
The Assemblia, please.
Right away.
Ah, she has to come with me. Well, I mean, I brought you last time. We'll bring you. Ladies' night, let's go, gals.
You need to hide.
Comfortable?
But we can't have a Fae walking around with us now, can we? Let's go.
Check this out real quick. Ooh, ink. The War of Bearings. That's what they've been calling it. Okay. Really, since when? 5 years since it started. Wow, that guy's behind the times.
Good morning, Malleus.
You've got company, is that?
Inspectore Cicero Gavar, yes.
I do not think Va Pravia would be too pleased to see you bringing a member of the White Spire in here.
I am here under the orders of the Judge Master. I'm certain the Var will allow this.
On your word, Marshal.
Got him, I guess?
Tiziana?
Hello, Mother.
Ah, nepotism. Yo, can you do, like, wheelies in that thing, or? Did you add the wings yourself just to look fucking sweet? Because it's working.
Inspectore Gavar, it is surprising to see you here.
I am sorry, but I had not been told that we would be visiting Tiziana's mother.
Does it matter who she is? We need access to the Assemblia, and that is that.
So, that's why you've come. Might I ask what for?
The Misted Isles. We want to see it.
Tiziana, even you understand that
I am here on behalf of the Judge Master. You will take us to see it or have him to answer to.
Wow.
I can't.
Great relationship with your mom here.
The Assemblia is occupied.
Oh.
What in the light is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. Should we just...
What is happening inside?
Oh, they're making Fae, clearly.
They've grown. Grown? They're trying to break free.
Prepare yourselves. Watch your
People are just... What? You knew about this, but no one gave a shit? No one was, like, called? No one was told, oh, hey, by the way, these giant metal birds are trying to break free. We should probably do something about that. Seems like a bit of an oversight, if you ask me. Well, that was easy.
Shades. They're enormous.
Va Pravia had gone to the Luca to make a request for assistance. We had hoped to contain them until she returned.
Huh.
It seems you failed at that.
This is awkward listening to the
we
conversation.
need to get to the
yeah,
Misted
well.
Isles.
I'll get the calendar. Tiziana, guard the door, please, while I determine the course we should take.
Amadea, assist me.
You understand a calendar just tells you what day it is, right?
Isabel, you and Tiziana.
Okay, then.
She blames me for her father's death.
Zane, from what I know,
really don't need to be a part of this
10 years
conversation.
Ago, while I was on a ruin raid with the Altus, there was an accident. I fell into a coma for 2 years, during which Zane tirelessly cared for
And she blames you for that.
So too thin. He started falling ill. One night, just a month before...
Yo, Tiz, that's kind of fucked.
Of the coma, he did not wake to the morning sun. Tiziana thinks that if I had been stronger, if I had been able to protect myself, he would still be alive.
Oh, it sounds like if he had taken better care of himself.
Incompetence.
And she said this to you? That she blames you?
I'm certain she's spoken much about Zane. Is it any wonder that you have never heard of me?
I had thought that perhaps you might have...
Being dead, sometimes it feels like I might as well be to her. Here, the 57th route. I can take us through it.
Isabel, perhaps if you tried speaking to her...
I have. You think it is easy for me to live with the knowledge that my daughter hates me. On the rare occasion that she
They're
comes
also
and visits, I reach out.
right
I always
there.
get burned.
She can hear this conversation.
Can I ever stop? She is my daughter, Cicero. And if words will not convince her, then perhaps action will.
What do you mean?
We should get back to them.
They're...
Let us go. I know the route to take.
Us? You will only slow us down. Tell me which route it is, I can take them through it.
I am capable of taking care of myself.
You are not!
Marshal!
Stay out of this, Inspectore. Tell us how to get through. You are witness. If she slows us down, do not say I didn't try to stop her.
Marshal, she is your mother.
Does that excuse her from her folly?
Tiziana.
Where is this coming from?
What?
You! Poking your nose where it doesn't belong. What's between me and my mother is between us alone. We have gotten by for years without your help, and we will continue to do so.
You call that getting by?
If we are done.
Yes.
I'm gonna go look at this fucking book over here. Well, I'm glad to see everyone in this game is so well adjusted with their families.
It is this way.
I mean, I figured. Oh shit, the rooms move! It's like the staircases in Harry Potter. We're gonna get to a three-headed dog, and we'll have to play a flute or something.
What is that?
It's a bell station. We use them to call the Rediro to us.
Not the
Ever since
moving
they've gone
rooms.
berserk, they've been swarming these things.
They're just going to keep coming unless we destroy them.
Why'd they go berserk?
We do what we need to. I understand.
Let's go.
Like, what prompted them to go insane and start, you know, attacking you guys?
Hold your ground!
Is this one? Oh, shit. That's one of them. Alright, squirrels, get him. What a great noise. Just bribe the dog with treats.
Inspectore, it is the other way.
Okay, but there's lore here, you bitch. The music here is fine. It's when they do the chanting. Because it just occurred to me, oh, the music here is actually nice. I like this music. Here to put to sleep for your nap. That's my target audience. People who have me on in the background. Token nappers. That makes it sound like they're going to steal me away, 7-9. Like kidnap, not, you know... Not the kind of nap you're talking about.
We're making good progress.
Let's just keep going.
The other way, Inspector.
Every time you say that, I just keep going for the lore, you bitch. if she appreciates me ignoring her to go read books. Lord knows my mom never did when I was a kid.
The light will cut you down.
Well then. Once again, just the best noise attacking that bell tower. Oh. Cool trick. She doesn't appreciate being ignored. Well, then the war shouldn't be over where she's trying to tell me not to go to. Ever think of that?
Here they come. Isabel!
Damn. It's a scratch. She'll be fine. Assuming they're not poisoned or anything.
This is why I told you not to follow.
Do not speak to me this way. I am not useless.
Look at your arm, your legs.
What must I do to prove myself to you?
This is pathetic, Mother. You are
We should go.
I am not.
You're never going to be able to bring him back.
Now
mend yourself.
Yeah, I think we should go. You and me, Red. I think we should, maybe take a step out.
She was right.
I don't want to hear it.
You blame her for your father's death.
We are wasting time.
She made a mistake.
So she should pay for it.
I don't think she did.
That is the Luca way.
That is the coward's way.
How dare you?
It wasn't
Say your father
even a
inspired
mistake.
you, Then act like it.
What?
Your father loved your mother despite her weakness. He died following his heart,
I
not
don't-
his duty.
He died because she was weak.
It's really not cool to call somebody
died
that,
because he loved her.
who was in a horrible
Scorning her
accident and
because
fell
you
into a coma weak.
You don't have it in you to forgive her, so you run. You hide behind your empty platitudes and hollow justices. But guess what? You can't run forever. We all make mistakes. Hold on to them long enough and just you watch what you become. Trust me.
It's
revolting.
I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen you more honest.
You need to
I agree with him, but it's so weird to call something beyond your control putting you into a coma, and then a person taking care of you working themselves to death to make sure you survive your mistake. You literally were in a coma.
If he was still alive, I have a feeling the two of you would have gotten along very well.
Part of him still is.
Perhaps.
Isabel!
Mother! Get away from her!
Maybe we should go. Well, don't worry. The mom's now gone, so it's fine.
The Misted Isles. That must be where it's taking her. Cicero, you were with my mother when she found the route.
57.
I know the way. We're almost at the end. Come on.
Don't put his nose where it doesn't belong. Yeah, but how am I going to mend everybody's trauma if I don't do that, Arg? What then? How am I going to solve everybody's problems for them if I don't stick my nose into their business? lore. Ah, yes, pipes! Ooh, and a new mask. Lord knows I've used them so much.
Get away from her!
Spear point, you say? Have you considered... I can't target the queen, I have to target the pillar. Squirrels! Why did we give the things that are designed to fetch library books laser beams? Did they need that?
Watch out, Cicero!
Were tactical laser beams really on the list of improvements to 1.0 of things to get for the library?
Left, Cicero!
Well, it's not my fault I'm stunned. Speaking of giant laser beam.
It's on the other island!
Yeah, I mean, we can see it.
The right, Cicero! Please! Watch out, Cicero! To the left!
It's in the middle. What do you mean? Also, it healed? What do you... Why did it he... Wait a minute. How'd this damn thing heal? That's forbidden. I agree. The most forbidden thing a video game boss can do. Heal yourself. The achievement was called Smoke and Mirrors, so maybe I was fighting illusions. Which is cusp. That's, you know, right on the cusp of being forbidden.
Mother! Oh, my darling. Thank you.
Oh, my darling.
Right. I will be.
I've got her, Cicero.
I am so funny.
By the light. You should look around.
It's beautiful.
It's alright.
Attend to why we came. I'll be here.
We're looking at a mural, I guess? I thought we were looking for a book, to be honest with you.
This is the one?
Yes.
Okay, so people, mask, people, triangle. Got it. Let's nail this bastard to the wall.
Together.
Guess we should have brought the guy who can actually speak the language, huh? Alright, that one's on me. I don't fucking know.
It seems flustered. I'm not sure if...
Hey! Damn it!
Did it just abandon us?
Well, we're going to have to...
Don't do this!
Oh, God. Oh, what are we doing now? Oh. Hey, guys. I take it you're not here for a party.
Judge Master, please.
Move aside, Bot.
What is going on?
Our inquisitive hound.
Tiziana.
I'm sorry.
You told him about the Assemblia. About why we were here.
See, this is why I don't tell you things.
Yes, she did. To find out where these artifacts that I've been hearing so much about are. So, Inspettori, care to share?
I mean,
these artifacts
we don't
are
know.
involved in things you don't understand. I need them.
What you need, Inspettori, is to tell me where they are.
I don't know.
Why are you doing this?
Too long the city has been ruled by incompetence. It needs a leader that can fight, that has the strength to do what is necessary for the good of the city, not a weakling who poisons it with his age and frailty.
And you're mad enough to believe that's you?
Imagine how much safer, how much more orderly the city would be if it adopted the Bright Chorus's compass.
Eh, but it'd be
The Lucas
lame.
don't even sing them anymore.
You can't have them.
What?
What?
You have spent too long in his company. He's darkened your eyes.
He has shown me the truth.
You are a marshal of the Luca Infinita. Your father would...
All I can hear is Lee from The Walking Dead.
Blasphemous!
And it's weird to hear
Look
him
at us,
saying this.
Fabio. We wear suits of gold, but where do our hearts lie? We're not supposed to fight to banish the weak. We are supposed to fight for them.
The weak will take us down with them.
That's
We're
a
supposed to
fucking
lift
weird
them
point
up.
of view.
Be the eyes of the blind, the tongues of the mute, the ears of the deaf, the swords of the poor. What happened to that?
What happened to us?
I will deal with you later. But you will...
I challenge you.
Oh my God.
What?
You believe you can rule this city under your martial thumb?
What are you saying?
Prove it. By your honor and pride, accept my challenge.
You fool, I'm on easy difficulty.
Beat me?
It will be no problem.
You will respect the registry, and you will leave us alone. All of us, the Marshal included.
And if I win, you will tell me everything there is to know about the artifacts.
Cicero.
Fair.
All right then. We doing this now, or do you want to get like lunch first?
When
Or
you're ready.
okay.
May the best man win.
Ready yourselves.
I think he's about to attack me, I say. Squirrels. Smother this man. Oh, that was easy. Thank goodness for easy difficulty. He left behind.
You have won.
The streaks of fire.
And our deal?
I will honor my word.
Oh, good.
You fight well.
As do you.
We leave.
Well, that happened. Brought the horn bearers with him.
Cicero, that was
Pretty damn sexy, right?
stupid.
Oh,
What?
You could have been killed.
well.
Well, whatever it is, I have bad news.
About what your Fae wanted to show us.
About the Fae itself. It's run off.
Ah, by the light, Inspetore. I told you.
I know. We can deal with that later. First, we should get your mother back.
Oh,
Now
well.
that that's done, we need to find... Did I miss something?
Not once had I ever thought I'd stand up to the Judge Master like that. I never knew it could feel so good.
We'll see what you're saying once it comes around. Might not be a marshal for very much longer.
Well.
I didn't think you'd take it that lightly.
I never thought I could either. But the things I'd once held so dear now seem like the trinkets of a fool. A broken compass for a blind heart.
Hold off on the poetry, Marshal. Next thing I know, you'll be turning yourself into a songstress.
Come on, let's see what the others are up to.
There you are.
Ven?
What's the matter? It's that creature thing you summoned. Came rushing back into the house not an hour ago.
Is anyone hurt?
No one but the walls. You should have a look.
Did it break through the wall Kool-Aid Man style, or? This I gotta see.
You're saying that she's right then?
Who's right?
Cicero, you need to hear this.
Well, someone's been quite the artist.
Oli. What? His name?
Are you joking?
Vasco, enough, please. We have more important things to talk about.
What's the matter?
What Oli saw at the Misted Isles triggered something. Memory.
He patched it up?
And more. There was text that had been inscribed onto it. His memory is returning.
Memory.
Well, what does it say then? Anything about the artifacts?
It essentially reads a warning, written by the ruler of the Empire during the months before it fell.
Is this the same emperor who won the Civil War?
The one that championed that the artifact should be hidden, yes.
If this is to be believed, then he admitted that the war had been a mistake. And one by one, unprotected by our celestial boon, our cities fell to the other gods. The chaos of the land bred, and the war of the divine raged on.
Other gods?
In the scroll that Lucia gave you, we learned about a chaos that consumed the lands, that we suspect led to the cataclysm.
Well, there have been no reports from the neighboring regions about rampaging divines, and Umber is a godless city, so...
To those in times not yet past, if among the bones of my people, you find our legacies. If those legacies still give you strength, know that the schemer, Brayog, still lives.
Who?
And if one god can survive, know that he might not be alone. Do not follow my mistake. Reclaim the schemer's gifts.
Would those be the artifacts?
Their legacy. The Masquerades?
The artifacts were a part of their god. It isn't a stretch to believe that the Masquerades draw their power from him as well.
And if he's still alive somewhere...
He might not be the only one.
And the threat of a cataclysm is real.
Ages. Lucia was right.
There's more, Cicero. The images.
The artifacts?
Yes, look.
A tree?
Yeah. And a triangle.
The singing tree.
It might explain how it's been alive for so long.
We have to go. Two of you, stay here. Look after the Fae and... Oli, when he wakes up, get him to tell you where the last artifact is. The rest of you get ready.
Well, it sounds like we can't bring Vasco then. He's gonna have to be here to speak with Oli. Check in on the squad.
You don't seem quite as fazed by the revelations.
What? Gods?
It's quite a discovery. That they might still live. Whatever that means.
I might perhaps be more affected if it were more affecting.
Fucking got him.
The gods we're talking about.
And I know nothing about them. How am I supposed to let an idea influence me if it's still cloaked in questions? Whatever it is, we should leave soon. I don't quite enjoy sitting around like this.
Fair enough. I like how they're a godless city, but like... Nothing about that suggests this is a godless city. It seems they're following ancient codes and laws and have a tree that sings of their heritage, and it's like, none of that is rooted in religion in any way. Okay. If you insist.
Amadea,
I'm sorry.
you look a little pale.
I was just... Gods, Cicero.
Gods?
Alive. What does that even mean? That they walk among us? All the gods in the foreign religions are all just concepts, and now...
You can't be sure the term means the same to the Dementicate as it does to us. For all you know, Breag could have simply been a talented mortal.
He's called the
Talented
Schemer.
mortal who gives part of himself to create artifacts that allow us to bend the elements of the physical realm itself.
I will say the Schemer's not a
It's
great
your
name
idea
for a
that
god.
talented mortal needs a little redefining.
Tis I, the Schemer! Sounds like a bad Batman villain.
What we do know, however, is that out there are powerful artifacts that we need to secure. That's all that matters right now. All right?
Of course, you're right. I shouldn't be straying.
Good. Now let's get ready. Galden?
You were right. You said yesterday that you were concerned about how much bigger this investigation might get.
Now you see what I mean?
Do you think it might be true? That gods might exist?
What do you mean?
If they do, then religions can't all be lies, can they?
They can.
You're thinking about your brother.
It's really the sad truth of it.
Promised land. Maybe the Elysians got it right with Asharimul. Maybe I'll get to see him again.
Perhaps, but until then...
Right. We have work to do.
And lastly, Vasco.
How is he doing?
He'll be all right. Takes after you quite a bit, actually.
Well, yeah, he's my
Why
son.
do you say that?
There's a determination in the way he moves, an authority in the way he speaks.
Is that a compliment?
He's rather malodorous, too, in case I haven't mentioned. How's that for a compliment?
Almost too kind from you.
Go on, Cicero. I'll be ready in a bit.
Well, all right then. Oh yes, and I have skill points. I suppose I can spend 6 of them. My God. Elemental, air tag. It's so weird I can't use my damn scroll wheel. Yeah, I don't like any of his other abilities because they all involve drawing aggro, it seems. Or like teleporting, and that's just not what I'm about with this guy. As far as you, yeah, average up. Yeah, you're fine. The last one's actually very good. Is your passive thing? Sure, just upgrade that. Alrighty, let's go.
You look like you're in a hurry, sir?
I am. The Hall of Songs, please.
Again?
Right away.
We just came from there. Sure, haven't brought Vasco in a while, and haven't brought you in a while, actually. Boys' night!
In the mural, it seemed like the artifact was in the singing tree itself. How will we know it to be true?
If there is anyone who can tell us the history of the singing tree, it's Mirabas. Hopefully she can tell us more.
Really thought it was just
But
going to be
do
an
you think
awkward
she even
silence
knows
after
if-
that question. Like that.
Wait. Is that?
Huh.
No.
Well, that's a bad sign. That tree appears to be on fire.
No!
Well, who do we think did this?
come.
Ah, the rebels. Boy, it's gonna be hard to justify burning this tree. Just saying. I'm all for being on, you know, the evil side here. But they better have some damn good justification for burning this tree. Orlana. Ah, there she is, yes. I hear singing. Would you get that, man? For God's sakes. Thank you. It's always the bards at the end. Unbelievable.
Orlana, what happened?
Mask brothers, they swarmed the hall. I don't know why or...
Mirabos, where is she?
Over there, at the tree.
Oh.
Get those you can to safety.
But...
Look around you, Orlana. The hall is lost.
I
mean, is it?
All right.
We're doing all right.
Mirabos! Watch your flanks!
Y'all have squirrels to deal with. Well, that was easy. I thank the squirrels.
Mirabos, we have to leave.
The tree, Cicero.
What?
Their leader. She's ascending it. They're here for something.
Stay here.
Could it possibly be the giant,
Cicero,
disgusting
tend to your
Cthulhu monster?
solstices,
Because if
Mira.
that's the case,
Be safe, Cicero.
already dead.
Get them! Here they come.
Oh shit, they're over there. Why are you just hanging out? Okay, sure. It's a weird place to hang out, if you ask me. But, you know, free country. I can tell you where to stand. When waiting in ambush for me, certainly. Can we kill this man? Jesus Christ. Music is going hard right now.
You have put your faith in the wrong forces, Cicero.
Lucia, stop.
Do you see now what you could have gained? Do not let him follow me.
She's become the Avatar, I think. Master of all four elements.
Lucia!
Speaking of, from what I'm hearing, that live-action adaptation on Netflix, not great. There's elements of it that are okay, from what I hear, but by and large, not great. And by elements, I mean, apparently Zuko and Iroh fucking killed it. So good on them, I guess, but every other part of that show is like, you could probably skip it. Which, you know, at least they got the two most important characters, correct? Mod, squirrel this man. Son of a bitch, stop running! Damn you. Almost as annoying as healing yourself. The constant running away during a battle. Trying to catch an Abra in Pokemon. It's the worst.
We've got this!
Thank you. Jeez, why wasn't that guy dying? Crazy. Squirrels mod this man. Wait.
That should be the last of them.
Oh, good.
Now, quick! No! No!
They kill Mira? That would suck, actually, if they killed Mira. I like her. Yep, she's the last line of defense. Oh!
No!
Through the fucking heart. That's grim.
Mira.
Ugh.
My boy.
Boy, the cutscenes
My time.
really fucking drive home the horrificness of it.
Please.
That the actual in-game isn't as good for it.
Me.
She wants a good song. Alright.
Mira.
Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. The finest song.
No!
It's 8 minutes, so we're gonna need a big crystal, but, you know. There's no better song. The rebel forces have got to be sick and tired of their diminishing forces at this point. War's never pretty. Anglo-Zanzibar War. It lasted 38 minutes. And no one died. It's my favorite war. For those two reasons. No one died and it lasted 38 minutes.
Lucia!
Don't stop.
You were right!
What?
You were right! About the cataclysm, about the artifacts. I have seen enough for myself.
I like to stop her in her tracks. He goes, you were right.
I don't want there to be another cataclysm.
We are on the same page, you and I. I knew you would see it.
Our goals are the same, yes. But you cannot achieve them this way.
Destroying the tree is extreme.
No, 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 no! You are so close to understanding!
Wake up and look at the fires, Lucia! What will you be saving? A ruined city? Mirabas is dead because of you!
The lady has...
The lady does not have it figured out!
Oh, damn. In Women's Month? How dare you,
She has a plan
Cicero?
for me. How can you believe that when I am standing against you? She is not a god, Lucia. She is as fallible as you and I. You know she was born mortal.
No! You are wrong! She plans to unite the city.
You have just destroyed the one thing holding it together!
You are wrong!
I mean, he's
Why
not.
is the seed in my hands and not yours? Get to the White Spire. Give the command. Seal the streets and don't let them follow me.
No! Damn it!
You forced my hand.
Squirrels! Squirrel that man. Just the flute in the middle of battle.
She's headed for the spire. We must stop her.
Robbie Damon flutes aggressively.
How she wields Cicero. We cannot.
We must try.
But the coach.
The coach cannot move through the collapsed streets. We go on foot. Tell the twins to find a way to the registry and meet us there.
Does our fucking coach matter that much? Oh, we can't stop them without the fucking wagon, guys!
Ages. We were too late.
Great.
No.
If only we had a coach.
No, 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 no! Tristan! More behind!
Rayat!
There goes Tristan and the other guy who gave me $20,000, which is meaningless because there's no money in this game.
Cicero!
Yeah, bye. Oh, okay. Guess we need to go have a word with you. You could have waited on the bridge, I'm just saying. Saved us a bit of a walk.
We need to get out of here.
I'll be finishing this game tomorrow. Okay.
Cicero, focus!
I was about to ask, how much longer is left?
We've lost it, Cicero.
I assume
The spire is gone.
I
There's
take
nothing
down
we can do.
the woman here.
We need a place to go.
Seymour's throne. What? The crown needs to come together.
And then
It's the only way.
the lady is this final boss here.
Apologies, sir. Oh, ages! You found a clear road?
Is that?
Toads!
Yes, sir, we did.
Take us to Seymour's throne. Now!
Ah, we're just ditching. I assumed it was an assault.
Cicero, what is going on? Cicero, talk to me, please.
We lost the Hall of Songs.
What do you mean, lost? Cicero.
Destroyed.
What?
How did you lose the spire?
Avestus wanted to make sure Lucia hadn't survived the sunken star. Sent out Portieri to scour the rubble. I told him not to, but...
Oh, boy.
Mirabas? Cicero.
She's dead, Tristan. Mirabas is dead. As are most of the songstresses.
Yeah, I assume we have to fight Lucia and then the lady.
We've lost the spire, and we're up against a madwoman who has the power to create masquerades. And the only way we're going to be able to stand up against her is if we unite a city that's been broken for as long as anyone alive remembers. That's what's going on.
Oh, is that all?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Cicero, about the sunken star.
I don't want to hear it. You almost killed me! I don't think being silent is too much to ask for.
Well, when you put it that way. I mean, it's Friday, so yeah, longer streams
Stay
are
here.
fine.
I'm going inside. Make sure it's safe.
Safe from what? The throne's been empty for decades.
Just stay here.
It's been safe for decades. We literally lost our Hall of Songs and the Spire. You maybe think caution might be advisable in this situation, Tristan. Today's not Friday? No, tomorrow is. That's what I meant. Oh, you meant tomorrow or do a...
Cicero!
I see what you mean. I thought you meant I either finish it tomorrow or do a longer
Medea?
stream tomorrow.
Oli, he woke up, and the first thing he did was rush out of the estiguary.
He refused to speak to us, focused only on bringing us here.
Oh, that's convenient.
Here,
That triangle that you saw in the mural.
Seymour's throne.
We weren't expecting to see you here.
She has the seed. It was in the singing tree. She got there first.
Ages.
The hall has been destroyed. Mirabas is dead.
What? No. What is left for us?
The only way we stand a chance against Lucia is by bringing the city together.
You intend to unite the guilds?
Yes. I'll take 2 of you. We will secure the throne to make space for the crown. The others must go to the guilds.
How are you certain they will listen?
Oh, they won't.
They must have heard word of the chaos by now. They will want an explanation.
And if they don't?
Make them.
And the knife?
We will deal with that after the throne is secured. With or without the artifacts, we are nothing without the support of the guilds now.
Tomorrow might not take
Then
the full
make your
stream.
choice, so we can act quickly.
Well, I suppose it'll depend on how I feel tomorrow then. I might end early, might find something else to do. This year I do want to do a full Okage playthrough, so I'm probably not going to bother with that. In the mood for Papers, Please, all of a sudden. Might just do that. Work through the old bureaucracy simulator. Who am I taking with me? I like her quite a bit. And you know what? I don't think we've used these two in a hot minute. Let's bring these guys. Wheel tomorrow? Sounds like it.
We need to secure the area. Tristan needs some space to take care of Avestus.
Faye. Of course.
Well, yeah.
Let's do this.
I was about to be like, but they won't attack me because I'm their friend? Question? No, I'm not. Yeah, I need to add the Sinking City to the wheel and another hit of Hat in Time. Cute as heck platformer. I also think the next Streamer's Choice game is going to be the first Ratchet & Clank, because I've been in a mood to replay that. Love that game. There's not enough left of this game to squeeze more than one stream. It's true. Oh shit, it's over there. Squirrels. Make them regret ever being not squirrels. Oh, for God's sakes. Hat in Time. Hat in Time's adorable. I love that game. I backed it on Kickstarter. I got all the achievements on Xbox. I had all the achievements on Steam for a while, but then, you know, that Seal the Deal DLC is no fucking joke, and I don't feel like doing that more than once. I don't know where the enemy is. There appears to be Smooze. Which, you know, cool, I guess. Nothing can stop the Smooze. If you get that reference, I'm so sorry. Okay. We're breaking egg sacks. A la Aliens. Squirrels, sack that man.
That should be the last.
You're currently fighting one. What do you mean? Okay. Hey, they figured it out. Meanwhile...
The Masquerades are being created.
Yes, my lady.
Oh, she's one
The
of
White
them.
Spire has been
Milady.
taken. Our powers grow by the second. And yet,
You never told me how he fit into your plan.
It is sufficient to know that all is well.
That is not good enough.
Oh, damn.
It must be.
Oh, double damn.
The blood of my people is on my hands. Our culture is in ruins because of me.
Yeah, it's been a busy night for you.
You love this city.
More than you know.
And if it falls, when you had the chance to save it, have faith, my child.
She sounds like she's doing well. Well, I mean, if everyone's dead, I guess there's no one to fight a civil war, eh? Just saying. Where the fuck are we?
The crown is assembling. I can't believe they actually agreed to come.
Well, times are tough.
How are you?
Fine.
I mean it.
So do I.
Word is at the streets already. People aren't sure what to do, now that the Hall of Songs is gone.
Everyone demands to know
Moscow
how it
finished
will
it
affect
early.
the trout population.
I don't know.
No one knows.
Is there anything else you need?
No.
No one ever knows how it will affect the trout population.
Where is he?
Scouting the premises, looking for the entrance.
Into what?
This place was a prison, back in his days. The knife is somewhere inside it.
Oh.
But he's told you what it does?
What's a knife?
The Dementicate believe that the artifacts were Vienna, physical representations of various aspects of their god, Breag. The heart was a representation of the ideal that was free will.
I guess.
By itself, it achieves little. But when paired with purpose, it can work wonders.
That makes a certain amount of sense.
Masquerades.
Yes, with the seed, which was an embodiment of progress, of growth.
Uh-huh.
Just those two artifacts are enough to create Masquerades from souls, to help them ascend.
How do they work?
And the knife was his
Like
emo
any other masquerade.
phase?
With the heart and the seed on a face, all it takes is some mental effort, some will, and...
And we turn into Masquerades?
Yes.
By the light. How are we supposed to stand up against something like that?
The knife.
Yes. It is the counterbalance. Instead of progress, it is stasis. Instead of growth, it is death.
Death?
Interesting.
In a permanent sense. Using the seed gave their souls motility. From Fey to Mist, and Mist to Fey. They'd never truly die.
They baked in a failsafe of killing each other in this
They
plan?
would just keep coming back.
Which is why the knife was sent down. With the heart, it has the ability to destroy Masquerades and Fey, and leave nothing behind.
Well, that doesn't help us.
There's more. The seed and the knife have properties on their own as well. In line with its purpose of progress and growth, the seed enhances the bearer's soul, expands and deepens the connections they have with Masquerades.
I witnessed Lucia branding Earth in the Hall of Songs. She's supposed to be a firebrand.
And the knife?
It is the idea of death or stagnation. By itself, it grants stasis of the soul. Prevents it from ascending, as it were.
It'll stop us from being turned into Masquerades?
Yes.
Then that's our answer. We need the knife if we're going to stand up against Lucia.
And Oli will lead us to it. Once he remembers where the entrance is. In the meantime...
I ordered us a pizza. Oh.
Sir, the crown's gathered.
They're waiting for you.
I'm on my way.
Well then, where's the pizza? Delays, you know how it is. An entire city's destroyed. You lied. No, Robbie Damon lied. Nothing but honest guy Token over here. Unless it gets stalled by some part of the game, it should be finishing tomorrow. Yeah, I imagine so. I'm probably going to wrap it up here. It's a little bit early, but I feel like this big speech that'll rally the troops or whatever is a good place to start next time. That has big starting vibes. Real Independence Day sort of moment, if you've ever seen the movie. The speech the president gives where he's like, we're gonna take the fight to the aliens, and they all rally behind him. There's the guilds, the ambassadors. What a collection of people. Well, see ya. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow, though. I'm still enjoying the game. The characters are interesting, and the world is just interesting enough to hold my attention. It does... I do think it runs into the problem of... I don't know, I feel like... And this might... It's going to sound stupid, because it's probably the lore documents I'm not reading. But I do feel like I'm missing something. Like, there was a game before this that explained the world in a bit better detail, or like a comic or something this is based on that I'm just completely missing. Like, I'm picking up bits and pieces of it, but there's... I don't know, it feels like they're asking you to just accept an awful lot without much explanation into this huge world. But, you know, so it goes. Anyway, love you all, I will see you tomorrow. Until then, stay beautiful, ya sexy bastards. Reading the lore sheets explains a lot. Well, I can't read. We've been over this. God.